Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. I'm your host, Bill Miller. Today we have a comic book haul of $1 comic books. All of these I got at a very, very small comic book show in Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottsdale is a suburb of Phoenix. Several months ago, I guess it was. It was a fun show, but not a fun show, if you know what I mean. So I'll tell you a little bit more about it, but let's get started showing and telling. So we have Web of Spider-Man, number 48. This is the first full appearance of the Demogoblin, a demon intertwined with a hobgoblin. We have Batman, number 457 from 1990. This is the debut of Tim Drake's new Robin costume. And my son has this as a graded comic in his room. Thor, number 357 from 1985. Nothing special, just a Beta Ray Bill appearance. Walt Simonson, writer, artist, cover. So this little show was in a VFW in Scottsdale, tiny little room, and there were a bunch of vendors jam-packed in there, all of them with their wares for sale at full-blown retail plus 20%. And this is Human Fly, number 5, 1978. Writer Bill Mantlo, artist Frank Robbins and Rod Santiago, cover by Frank Robbins and Joe Sinnott. This is based on a real-life stuntman, Rick Rojat. There were too many people in such a small, confined space. It was thick with people, very, very crowded. And there was one dealer out of all of them that actually had somewhat decent prices. Some older books for $1 a book. So that's where I hung out, but I had to bust my way through and find a spot, and it was certainly a confining area. So it really, as fun as it was to get some cool older books for a little bit cheap, it just wasn't a very pleasant experience. This is the Uncanny X-Men, number 179 from 1984. First appearance of Leech. Now, Star Wars, number 11 from 1978. Writer Archie Goodwin. Artist Carmine Infantino and Terry Austin. Cover Gil Kane and Tony DeZuniga. We have The Eternals, number 4 from 1976. Writer and artist Jack Kirby. Inks by John Verpoorten. Cover Jack Kirby and Frank Giacoia. And I got several of that issue. For some reason, he had several of this issue. That's what I got. Some of them have ink stain or ink loss, but other than that, they're really good looking cover. So there was a run, at least by me, on Eternals number 4. We have John Carter, Warlord of Mars, number 11, 1978. This is the origin of Dejah Thoris. Blitzkrieg, number 4. This is one of the series I collect. It's from 1976. Writer Bob Conagher, artist Rick Estrada, cover by Joe Kubert. The stories are The Tourists and The Souvenir. Star Wars number 18, 1978. Writer Archie Goodwin. Artist Carmine Infantino and Gene Day. Cover Carmine Infantino and Bob Wiacek. Black Lightning number 3. Super cool, especially with the series out now. 1977. Writer Tony Isabella. Artists Trevor Von Eeden and Vince Colletta. Cover Rich Buckler and Vince Colletta. So run on these guys as well. The Destructor number 4 from 1975. Writer Jerry Conway, artists Steve Ditko and Al Milgrom, and the covers by Larry Lieber, who is Stan Lee's brother. And got several of those as well. 2 more. And we have Destructor number 2. 1975. Writer Archie Goodwin. Cover Larry Lieber, Frank Giacoia, Steve Ditko, and Wally Wood. And lastly, we have Brave and the Bold, number 165. From 1980. It's the last 40-cent cover price. Writer Martin Pasco, artists Don Newton and Dan Adkins, cover by Jim Aparo, and there is a Man-Bat appearance. And that will do it for this particular haul. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't done so already, I would encourage you to watch my other videos. I would also encourage you to subscribe. That way you'll be notified as soon as I release new videos. Thumbs up and comments are always appreciated. And until next time, remember, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.